What is up, good people of YouTube? And where you at? This is how it is. Fucking sweat jacket, 2 shirts, and a Carhartt. It's cold out, man. It's like 23 degrees. Just returned back from taking the kid to school. Roads are shitty. We got like 3 inches of snow last night, and before that we got like another, previously before the 3 inches we got like an inch, and needless to say, everything's frozen. The 3 inches that came down was frozen to my windshield because my windshield was wet from the 1 inch that came down before that. So I gotta go out and shovel the fucking snow. Wrecker doesn't shovel the fucking snow. I have a snow blower. But I still gotta shovel like the porch and shit like that. But yeah. Winter has arrived here in Detroit, Michigan, and it's not fun. I don't enjoy living here. Basically, from the month of September until like July, I have no interest in living in this state. Haven't for a long time. Spent a lot of time in the South. Let's see, I lived in North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, and Florida. Liked them all. Really liked Florida. In my business, I can make money in Florida. A lot of demolition. Did some demolition for a couple of big outfits down there, but I had an opportunity to do some work with NASA. Took out some launch pads for the space shuttle, and that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna find myself in Florida at some point. I'd like to say in the near future, but there's a few things that are kind of where I hope that things don't happen in the near future, but a few things that are kind of keeping me here right now. But then again, you know, plane tickets. I mean, Florida's only 2 hours away on the plane, so. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I wanted to talk to you guys. A YouTuber used the phrase net neutrality, okay? And if you do a Google search for net neutrality, one of the first things that comes up is a site that is called Save the Internet. Now, I'm affiliated with some people that are high school teachers, principals, as well as, there goes my camera, and I'm back again, as well as college professors. So, due to that fact, I'm usually up on the latest trends and fads, young people, what they're talking about, and the computer. Whoa, there goes my cigarette. Fuck, first my camera, then my cigarette, which I shouldn't be smoking anyway, especially in the house. Wrecker's gone back to the vape. Yeah, I got a vape pen. It's right here. This thing is so much better. It tastes better. It feels better. When I first started with the vape pen, I was down to like 3 cigarettes a week. Then something happened, right? And next thing I know, I'm back on the cigarettes full time, and I forget about the vape pen, and the vape pen gets ignored. So what I need to do is stay with this and ignore the cigarettes. But for right now, I'm back on the cigarettes. Oh, it's awesome. And the stuff that's in here is it's called Marble Row. And it's basically the same, it's supposed to be the same as that. Anyway, so the kids at the colleges, the high schools, the computer kids, people that are into that kind of stuff, real smart, about computers and the internet and all that. They've told me that, because I asked them, I said, what is this whole net neutrality thing about? And they said, well, all of them have said the same thing. I've asked about maybe a half a dozen kids, and they've all said basically the same thing. They said, think of it this way. You already pay for your internet access, $50 a month, whatever it is, from the cable company. And then, so think of it like this. It's going to be, what they want to do is make everything basically a la carte. So you like Facebook, $30 a month. You like Twitter, $25 a month. You like YouTube, $5 a month. I didn't want to undervalue YouTube there. So basically, that's what this whole net neutrality thing is about. If they, if the government passes it, eventually, what they want, it's a big ploy to make more money, which would make trillions of dollars, But that's fucked up because, the whole internet thing, it's all supposed to be. When I see channels who have excellent content on YouTube, I always try to leave a comment at some point saying, hey, thanks for all the free content. I really appreciate it. Because I do, okay? Because I'm afraid that one day you're not going to have as much free content as is out there, Facebook, the page on Facebook used to say Facebook is free, and it always will be. Doesn't say that anymore, does it? So, I'm a big advocate of free information. I think it's great for people. At the same time, if you provide a service, I'm all about, I'm a free market capitalist, so, I'm all about, somebody getting paid for their services. So, but if people are willing to share free knowledge, that's great too. So, which goes into free speech, and somebody commented on another YouTuber's page talking about, they just want free speech so that they can keep their hate speech. That YouTuber and the people who follow that YouTuber are communists. These are socialist, Marxist communists, okay? What it boils down to is they're liberal Democrats. And when dealing with liberal Democrats, what you always have to remember is that they have a mental disorder. They can't help it. They have a disorder, a mental problem, a mental disorder that doesn't allow them to see the forest for the trees. When I say things to you guys like the Democrats, their whole thing is they're the only party has a vested interest in keeping racism alive. You know what I'm talking about, right? Because these liberals, that if there is no more racism, there's no more Democratic Party. There's no more Liberal Party. They're gone. And that's why it's an empty party when it boils down to it. They have nothing to fall back on. At least, and I fucking can't stand Republicans of any shape or form, but at least the Republican Party had something to fall back on. They lost the election to Obama in 2008. And whenever was the first one 2008? I guess so. So 2008, the Republicans lost the election to the Democrats. They regrouped, they refocused, boom. And then Donald Trump came along, so everything they did kind of flew out the window because as far as I'm concerned, Trump won his own election. He didn't need the Republican Party to win this election. So anyway, but what I'm saying is that the Democrats don't have that. All they have is a bunch of tears and feel bad for us and everything else, and everybody hates us, and then their violence come out. They're the most, liberal Democrats are the most violent people you will ever find. Ever find. I mean, these fucking people are violent. They're vindictive, vicious people, And you're gonna find that about these people. They come off as these all Mr. Nice guys, like the YouTuber I'm talking about. Oh, I'm just a Mr. Nice guy, but piss them off, and oh man, then it's then they get all their groups, all their gay pride groups and together, and they try to hold protests and everything else. So, but what's it all based on? Nothing. They don't have anything to base it on, other than we want to keep oppression alive. We need to keep racism. Basically, what it all boils down to is keeping oppression alive. That's what the Democratic Party is all about. Without oppression, there is no party anymore. Cigarettes, coffee, brought to you by Detroit Wrecker. Have a good day, everybody.